Dana, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We'll just soften you up with a nice, easy one first. How's everything in the McGregor camp? Is he feeling good?
Yeah, he feels good. He looks great. He told me he's never felt stronger, and he's at a great camp.
There's lots of talk about reducing the glove size from 10 to 8 ounces for this fight. What's the benefit to that, or which fighter would benefit most?
It definitely benefits Conor. If you look at Floyd's style, first of all, Floyd's not a big puncher. He's not a big knockout puncher. And his whole game is defense, using the gloves to defend himself. And smaller gloves obviously gives Conor more places to hit. So we always wanted the smaller glove. They didn't want it. Now, all of a sudden, Floyd has changed his mind and is saying, yes, that he'll go for the smaller glove. So we have a hearing with the Nevada State Athletic Commission this week, and hopefully that will happen.
Well, he's won almost half of his fights by knockout, Mayweather. Is Conor concerned about that at all?
Not at all. No, he's not concerned about Floyd's punching power at all. But Floyd needs to be concerned about Conor's punching power with smaller gloves on.
Well, that's right. We know that Conor's going forward inside 4 rounds. But do you think he can get through Mayweather's defence? He's famously not been hit very often.
No, I agree. Listen, I stopped doubting Conor McGregor a long time ago. This kid has done everything he told me he would do, and he's telling me he's going to knock Floyd Mayweather out in 4 rounds.
Well, let's say he does, or perhaps he fails to do that. Conor says Mayweather's too small to hurt him anyway, so even if it goes longer than 4, Conor's not worried. But is it dangerous to underestimate one of the best boxers of all time?
I don't think he underestimates him. He obviously respects Floyd as a fighter, but you have to remember, Floyd Mayweather is going to be 41 years old. Conor McGregor is 28 years old. He's the bigger, stronger fighter. And, what's funny is people aren't giving Conor a chance in this fight. And that's just crazy. Obviously this is a boxing match, which is, one discipline. Conor is a mixed martial artist, but at the end of the day, this is going to be a fight. And anything can happen in a fight.
Well, that's right. Anything can happen. There's a lot of talk about money with this fight, Dana. And we know that some people are so convinced that Conor has no chance. The wealthy businessmen Gavin and Joe Maloof, they've bet $800,000 on Mayweather. So do you think that's a mistake?
I like the Maloof brothers. I like them very much. I know them very well. And they don't know Conor, unfortunately. And yeah, hey, it's gambling. Anything is possible. Good luck to them.
Perhaps that's not a lot of money to them. Look, a lot of the build-up recently, the last few days, we know has been dominated by the Paulie row. Now, we saw that footage you released of the sparring session. He says it was heavily edited to make Conor look good. What's your response?
What am I, Steven Spielberg? Come on. It's footage. It's footage of the actual sparring. Let me tell you what, I was there for all 12 rounds, and Paulie has said some crazy things, some bad things about me. I felt sorry for the guy. It was a one-way beating, and a lot of people were saying Conor couldn't box. Paulie was, obviously lying about everything that he said about the sparring match, so I released it.
Yeah, well, it certainly provided food for thought for Mayweather. Any chance you release the full tape?
Yeah, I got no problem releasing the full tape. The problem is that Conor doesn't want Mayweather to see everything that he's doing and everything that he's working on. Those were just some small clips.
Okay, well, I mean, was it close, the sparring session, or was it very one-sided in Conor's favor?
It was very one-sided. It was an absolute beating. And guess what? I think it was the right thing for Paulie Malignaggi to definitely leave for his health's sake.
And as for Mayweather's camp, I'm sure they'll be studying the footage that you have released. But do you think that will give him an advantage at all?
I think Conor's a hard guy to study. In boxing, there's a jab. When you throw the jab, there's a counter, the right hand, the hook. There's things that are orthodox in ways of boxing. Conor McGregor is going to come at him different than anybody he's ever faced before. It's not going to be a boxing match. It's going to be a fight. And I think that plays in Conor's advantage. Also, the incredible punching power that Conor McGregor has, Will.
Well, he certainly, there's a bit of a beef has developed between Conor and Paulie Malignaggi. If Conor goes on to box again, would you like to see that fight?
I saw that fight already, and it was very one-sided.
And we'll have a prediction for you. We know Conor's predicted 4 rounds. Do you think it could go longer?
I hope it goes 4 rounds. I'll take it.
Okay, Dana, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.